She was hit by a car when she escaped from the yard. That was all Genevieve can get out of her owner. She can lay on her stomach, but she prefers her side. This is a tough one.
I guess Spotty barks a lot and bugs the neighbors. Nice work. We might be able to save this one. All those rude things I've been saying to you, I take them back. Genevieve tried talking to the owner. She keeps saying that the neighbors hit Spotty on purpose.
It was a double-edged sword. Hey, you did all you could do.
Hey, we all feel bad about this one.
I'm not sure what to say. Such brilliance!
Buddy here is a 1-year-old boxer. His owner tells us he's normally an energetic young dog. He seemed to get sick suddenly a couple of days ago and he's been vomiting ever since. He's off food and unresponsive. He seems quiet but alert. He's primarily an indoor dog with no other pets at home. His owner tells us there are lots of toys to keep him company. Genevieve asked if any of his toys were missing or chewed up. He said no. He's vaccinated and not on any other medications. Now would probably be a bad time to mention, but I have a allergy problem with dogs. Did I ever tell you that you're my hero? Must be doing something right, because my sneeze is getting worse. I'm sorry about that. This poor guy's driving my allergies nuts. Yep, he had to have swallowed something. Oh man, getting that old, familiar tingle in my sinuses again. This ought to calm his stomach. I'm good to go, Doc. I'm on new allergy medicine, so I'm up for anything.
Bravo! We definitely were right on target hiring you.
Excuse me, I'm very concerned. My puppy Bosco is very sick.
Oh, poodle mix? How old is Bosco?
I'm not sure. About 12 weeks. I'm not really sure. I'm going through this really bad breakup, and I thought he'd be better company than my ex. And everything was so good at first, but then things started to go wrong. He had some diarrhea. My dog, I mean.
Right.
And then he stopped eating and started vomiting.
Has he been vaccinated?
I don't know. This has been a very difficult time for me.
Poor guy. I just have no luck with men. He seemed all right when I looked him over. No, but, well, there are certain areas I don't want to feel. Well, his derriere was looking mighty uncomfortable. I thought I saw some blood. I'm not sure.
Hate to bother you, but you may remember there was a dog that needed medical attention? Bloody stool. I wish I could explain how often we see this one. Poor shelter dogs.
The sad thing is, he is just like my ex, eating and sleeping all day.
Did you know that the same stuff they use in this test is also used in pregnancy testing?
I figured if I'm gonna have a dog in my life, it might as well be a real dog.
Do carry on. Quite a slick performance.
Okay, so Frenchy. Good name for a poodle, huh? Anyway, Frenchy came back from his groomer with purple bruises. The owner is hysterical and screaming about abuse. Believe me, if that's the case, I'll find out. Anyway, he's one of 6 other poodles at home, and he's the only one with this problem. He's fully vaccinated and takes oral heartworm and flea prevention medication. Oh, and this was a new groomer, so be sure and let me know what you find out. Why do people give their poodles the most humiliating haircut in the world?
Isn't he a beauty, Doctor? I plan to breed him.
Good form tonight. Good idea. I don't know if I would have even thought of that. Maddie'll be happy to hear about this.
You must understand, I am a great lover of animals.
This medicine will get him on the way to recovery. Good idea. I don't know if I would have even thought of that.
pretty good. For a rookie.
Better hurry, we've got an Airedale in trauma. He's conscious but having seizures and involuntarily twitching. He can't stand. The owner just had some landscaping done in the backyard. Oh, the dog had no access to the garbage. Come on. Mr. Jacob said something about the landscaper using snail bait for the garden? I guess Ralphie's been in the kennel until today. The owner's convinced they did something to him there. Looks like he may have gotten some poisoning. Not many people could have pulled off that move. Good idea. Let's get some fluids in him. Looks like he may have gotten some poisoning. Mr. Jacobs is screaming about suing the kennel. He only stopped long enough to threaten to sue some guy who was staring at him. So the Airedale's doing just fine, but the owner's furious at the landscapers for not knowing that snail poison was life-threatening to his dog. You know, you're a real inspiration to us all.
Can't complain too much. You got the animal treated.
This one's pretty brutal. Lady's an 8-year-old terrier mix. She's been seizing now for 10 minutes, unable to stop, and she's unconscious. She's foaming at the mouth. She's always had a seizure disorder, but now it's happening every couple of weeks. She's never been to a vet before. That's odd, huh?
You're such a whiz.
Alrighty, Charlie here is pretty sick. He's not eating, his back legs are collapsing. Looks like the owner was out of town and left him with some people who weren't thrilled with having a dog around. They left him in the garage. The owner said he was normal when he picked him up last night, but this morning he started acting strange. The only stuff he takes is an oral flea and heartworm control product. Believe it or not, this isn't half as bad as some neglect cases I've seen. Ah, Charlie liked that. Nice one. Some people, I mean, honestly, if you say you're gonna watch the dog, watch the dog. Believe it or not, this isn't half as bad as some neglect cases I've seen. Buck up, Chuck. Doc here's one of the best. Buck up, Chuck. Doc here's one of the best.
Stunning performance. You really know your stuff.
Hi. I was in here once before with my dog, Bosco. He is much better now.
Good.
Anyway, Tweety here is having some sort of problem.
What kind of problem?
Well, her beak has this odd crustacean, and now the beak seems misshapen. And she's scratching at it.
My dog Bosco loves Tweety. They're so cute the way they play together like brothers. I need help, don't I? I don't think so. I was more worried about how he looks. No, but I didn't want to poke him too much, just in case. Well, he looks kind of, I don't know, dry. I got back together with my ex for a week, and right after I kicked him out, I got Tweety.
I gotta say, you're not bad with exotic pets. What does that crusting mean?
Bet you see a lot of wackos and their pets, huh? Poor little guy. It looks so painful.
I gotta say, you're not bad with exotic pets. This should get those mites in order. This should get those mites in order.
You're such a whiz!
Quick, you'd better get to trauma. There's a boxer in there with a lot of facial swelling. The owner found the dog in the backyard playing with a dead rattlesnake. They weren't sure if it was dead when little Lizzie picked it up or not, but yes, she's waiting for you.
I'm sorry, bud. Did I ever tell you that you're my hero? That doesn't look so good. Definitely snake poison. I'm good to go, Doc. I'm on new allergy medicine, so I'm up for anything. Good idea. Let's get some fluids in him. Oh man, I'm getting that old, familiar tingle in my sinuses again.
Bravo! We definitely were right on target hiring you.
It's me again, remember? I have the iguana.
Oh, hey. How is Mrs. Green?
She's good. I even got her a Mr. Green. It's Irving here that I'm worried about. His tank fell off the shelf and broke. Irving, disappeared for a few days. I finally found him in the basement behind a box. I tried to feed him all his favorite foods, mice, insects, all the stuff he likes, but he won't eat.
Really?
Now he's making that weird noise thing, and sometimes he opens his mouth when he breathes.
Okay. We'll take care of it.
You think she swallowed something in the basement? Don't think so. But come to think of it, he does look a little different. Not really. I mean, he feels normal, but something about him seems different. All I can think is he looks thinner. Maybe he shed or something. Mom doesn't like Irving too much. She doesn't snoop in my room anymore, though.
Doing great so far.
My parents let me keep Irving and the other pets as long as I promised to keep my grades up. They had some, trouble with my big sister.
His lungs are really infected. Always a pleasure watching you work. Always a pleasure watching you work. Let's get him heated up. Doing great so far. Let's get him heated up.
Stunning performance. You really know your stuff.
This looks serious. Little Angel is an 8-week-old Yorkshire Terrier pup. He's collapsing and having seizures. He's awake but very weak. He was bought from a pet store a few days ago. Hasn't liked his dry puppy food. They were told at the pet store that he should be fed twice a day and that the food should be taken away after 10 minutes if he doesn't eat it. That's how you teach him to eat at feeding time. He's been sleeping a lot. Today he had an episode where he fell over, shaking, and lost consciousness.
I gotta tell you, I'm at a loss with this one. Always a pleasure watching you work. I'm sorry about that. This poor guy's driving my allergies nuts. Nice. Blood-sucking hookworms. Always a pleasure watching you work. Good idea. Let's get some fluids in him.
I'm not sure what to say. Such brilliance!
Kitty Winky here is 12 weeks old and 3 pounds, found in the bushes abandoned. Hasn't been eating or drinking for 2 days. He's weaker now and can't take more than a few steps without falling. It's the owner's first cat, hasn't been to the vet yet, no other pets at home. Oh, my allergies are acting up, and this kitty's giving me fleas, too. Guess it's a good thing I have allergies, otherwise I'd end up adopting everything that showed up on my doorstep. Okay, I'm skipping lunch. You really have to keep an eye on these guys when they're little. They get into everything. Doing great so far. I knew today was going to be a good one. Unfortunately, fleas usually means tapeworm. This is not my favorite part of the job. I'm skipping my coffee break. That'll pep him up. We're almost done, little guy. Hang in there. Fluids are always a good idea.
You look exhausted. Long night.
You mean another long night?
Oh, boy.
You certainly should be proud of your performance. Congratulations on making it a first-class resident. Stunning performance. You really know your stuff.